Hello guys and welcome to another review video. So today we're going to be looking at the month of March. So we are going to be looking at the week of the 11th until the 15th. So as you can see, this is the chart from the 11th of March at quarter past 2. So by this time already, as you can see, the market was respecting this strong resistance heading down towards the demand zone. I was already in this trade. So I entered this trade. As you can see, I marked out that resistance level. I saw that the market was just playing around at that level. So I just entered my sales from there and made a bit of money. So as you can see, I was targeting this level, which is like a demand zone. So coming down to the coming to 15:30, the time that I usually trade at, which is the market open. Uh, so I had a setup. So the market already, because I was in a sell, I was expecting the market to keep going down. So even though the market came to this demand zone and respected it and started pushing back to the upside, I was not interested in buying this market. So I had a, you can say, a sell limit set up, just waiting for the market to come to that level. As you can see, the price was just down there. So eventually, the price pushed back up to that level. It tagged me in, and eventually we pushed down. But because this is a demand zone, obviously the market did already respect this level as a support level. So we did not hit TP, but we collected uh, some money there. So actually, what I did, let's go back to my MT4 screenshots. So as you can see, I was in that cell. So I entered at this level, as you can see. So I had those initial cells at that uh, supply zone, and I had the second cells at this supply zone. So that's how I executed this trade on the 11th of March. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go to the 12th. So for the 12th, as you can see, the 11th, this is how the market played out. Eventually, the demand zone was respected and the market started pushing to the upside. So the 12th, as you can see, by 12 in the afternoon, I was analyzing and I saw this buy setup here. But as you can see, I was conflicted because I saw that the price was just playing around here. We were not pushing any higher. So I drew this descending channel, but as you can see, it's a compromised channel because yeah, this level acted as support, but actually it's not really acting as support at this level because price is not respecting this level that much because it touched it here, it touched it here, but then look at this level and this level. So this channel was just compromised. So I drew another descending channel, but as you can see, I was conflicted. So around 2:30, which is we had CPI on the 12th of March, if I remember correctly. And as you can see, now I want you to see something. Remember, this is a 15-minute chart. So this is the candle before the market open. As you can see, these more candles are showing that liquidity is just being collected at this level. There are orders coming in, orders coming in. But look at CPI, what it does. So uh, a black candlestick on my chart represents bullish momentum, bullish movement. So look at where this candlestick opened. So from here, we gapped down to this level, and this is where the market opened. It went down, then pushed to the upside during CPI. But as you know, we trade 1530, so we got stopped out, and I saw that actually the market is still really bullish, even though price gap down. This is where price opened for CPI, and this is where price is at uh which is around uh 1 plus 3. So before 1530, I was already thinking that the market was gonna buy, but this is what eventually happened. So what I think happened here is that price, the sellers were induced to come to this level, to this demand zone, to collect liquidity before pushing to the upside. So by 1530, we got stopped out, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna uh, step away from the charts. So as you can see, by 1526, I was here looking at the chart, and I came back now at 9:30 in the evening to check what had happened. And that's what happened. We got stopped out. So on the 13th, I saw that the market was respecting this level. So I marked it as a supply zone, as you can see. And I saw, I marked out this ascending channel. And this channel convinced me that, you know what, because of the movement from yesterday, price may continue to be bullish. So I ignored the fact that price respected this supply zone very much so. As you can see, we touched the supply zone once, twice. This at this point, price came down, went back up to this supply zone, and started coming to the downside. Now I'm gonna explain what is exactly happening here in the next few slides. So as you can see, that's my setup, thinking that the market was gonna be bullish, but nope, price just kept going down. And as you can see, I, on the following screenshot, I adjusted my channel, thinking that, you know what, the support is actually at the same level as this week's here, but price just kept going to the downside. Now I went and looked at the chart on the 1 hour, and I can tell that we are okay. We are still in a range, and we are pushing to the downside. So on the 1 hour, you can see we broke the moving average. So the next level that the market would hit was the strong support here, and because I was still convinced that the market was gonna buy, so I just started looking for exactly where the market is going to start buying. So I started drawing channels that don't make sense, but this channel actually started making sense at the end of the day. As you can see, we had a touch here and the second touch here. The market pushed to the upside. We had the touch here and that third touch there. So as you can see, the market was pushing to the downside. And if I look at the channel, I can see that price may come and respect the strong support, because this support level at 18,022 correlates with the support of the ascending channel. But I was so stubborn looking for buys that I ignored that channel. I went back to this channel, the original channel, And I thought, you know what? Maybe this is a demand zone and we are experiencing a false breakout. We're gonna push back to the upside. Of course, the market will convince you and give you what you want. As you can see, the price did push to the stop loss level, but I was still in the trade. The price started pushing to the upside, but eventually, as you will see, price did continue to the downside and came straight to the strong support. Now, what I want to explain here is what had happened here. From the previous day, we experienced so the market. I think I explained this concept on the previous videos. The market moves in three sequences, in a sequence of three. So, the first of the sequence is the accumulation. Then the next step would be manipulation. Then the final stage would be distribution. So that's in an abbreviated form. It's AMD. So it's accumulation the first stage, and I would say this was the accumulation phase. So this is like the Tokyo session. Let me zoom in a bit. This is the Tokyo session here. As you can see, price is just making these small candlesticks, not going anywhere. So this is accumulation. Then what follows is the manipulation of price. So it's either price will be pushed to the upside to induce the buyers, then suddenly start dropping. And as you can see, that's what happened here. The market was pushed after this accumulation phase, the price was pushed to the upside, then suddenly started dropping, but accumulated some more, then was manipulated again to the upside, then dropped suddenly. So that's what the market just did on this day. So we had the accumulation phase, we had the manipulation phase. Oh my god. Oh, sorry about that. We had the accumulation phase, we had the manipulation phase, then we had the distribution phase. So these things are hard to observe while you are engaged in the market because all you are looking for is a win. So sometimes you just forget that okay, price is actually following this sequence. So you'll find that okay, your analysis are right, but your 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 execution is off because you are emotionally tied to the outcome. You are just looking for the outcome. So whenever you analyze, try sticking to your analysis and avoid avoid wanting to wanting to force the market to do what you want it to do. So after your setup has played out, like with this first setup that I had here, I had this buy for 1530, and as you can see, the market just started pushing to the downside. I did not need to adjust my channel, which caused me to set up to 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 enter the second trade, which eventually, but this was like a buy stop because price was already pushing to the downside. I did not enter it on my MT4. This is the trade that I entered, the second trade that I entered. I entered because I thought, you know what, maybe this is the lowest price will go because price did respect this level the day before, not even accounting for the weeks. Actually, I accounted for it. As you can see, my stop loss was way below the weeks. So I thought, you know what, price will just come and respect this zone and push to the upside because I was so hungry for the win. That's where my mistakes were made. But if I had observed the fact that we had this accumulation phase, we had manipulation, price got pushed to the upside, then this is was the distribution phase. And as you can see with Nasdaq, when it's in distribution, it just goes in that same direction for the rest of the day. As you can see previously here, as you can see previously here. This is another one. I don't know what day was this. So this is the opening price. As you can see, the price is accumulating. Then suddenly we have this push to the upside, but we have the move to the upside is followed by a move to the downside. Then we have this choppiness here. I can say this was like the manipulation twice on a different scale now, because a move like this would be when you see a candlestick with a long wick like this, it would signal that the buyers are stronger than the sellers. So this was a good distribution, but eventually around the same time after this distribution, so this was like around London session, as you can see, after 12, leading towards the afternoon 15:30. So this was during the London session where the price pushed to the upside. Then later on during the New York session, price did distribute to the downside. So as you can see, manipulation, it's accumulation during the Tokyo session, Sydney session. Then you'll experience some manipulation during the London session. Sometimes price can be manipulated in the same direction that distribution will go in. So do look out for that. But that's the three phases of the market. Okay, let's go to the next day. I don't want this video to be too long. I want you guys to take lessons from this. So this is the 15th. Okay, so the 14th I did not trade. I did not trade. So the 14th was this day. I did not trade, but as you can see, the market was just in accumulation. Then some manipulation to the upside there. Eventually, price just came, distributed to the downside. But the following day, I saw this. So the market was in a descending channel and an ascending channel at the same time. So depending, I don't think there was an event on the 15th, which was the Friday. So on the 1 hour, I saw that okay, the market is creating a triangle. But as you know, these patterns cannot be relied upon. You just have to observe the fact that went from expansion to contraction. So price is contracting. Usually that would mean that uh, a big move is coming. So this is the 4 hour, and then back to the 15 minute. So by 3, around 3 p.m., so like 14:56, we are heading towards the market open. So I thought, uh, because I just saw that price was going to be above this moving average, as you can see. So I thought, you know what, we went from the top of this channel. Now we are respecting the bottom of the channel. But that's not what happened. Price actually just went to the downside. So we experienced the accumulation phase, which was in a descending fashion. Then the manipulation was during the London session. Then the market just came to this level during the market open and distributed to the downside on this day. But this happened so quickly that, you know what, I thought I can have a second go at this setup by by trying to catch a reversal of price, because Usually, after the market open, you will see these big moves, then another small move, maybe to the upside before continuing to the downside. So, I was looking for that because we still have this descending channel, right? So, I placed my buy there, but I do not have the last screenshot on this day. So, I'm gonna go to the next, the following day that I traded. So that move actually is this one here. So the 15th, as you can see, the 15th, then the weekend, and then the Monday was the 18th. As you can see, the market went to did reverse. So what's the screenshot? So this sell, this buy was respected. I- b- if we do not account for the fact that price did push to the stop loss, we still were valid. The position was still valid because it pushed about 80% into profit before pushing back to the downside, then finally pushing back to the upside. So that is what happened uh, on this during that week of the 11th to the 15th. But I wanted to also show you something. Yeah, the 15th was Friday, so that was the last day. Now I wanted to show you something. On the 19th, I saw that the market was uh we had this ascending channel for a while on the 4 hour. So I expected that, you know what, price will be going to the either we will see a break to the downside, or price will still continue going to the upside. I think I have, let me, okay, no, let me just find the screenshot. Yeah, so this prediction uh occurred, and the market did respect the channel. So the market stayed in this uptrend channel and went to the upside. Now, I want you to see something. I marked out this level as a resistance level, which is 1830 333. So that level we reached it on the 26th of March. Now I want to show you something about marking out these levels. As you can see, I did adjust it because now, even though this level at 18,333 was still resistance, the market did reach the levels which is just right around 370, 380, 90, those levels. So the market did respect the strong resistance. So whenever price came to this level, I just knew I'm gonna sell. So as you can see, the price has been respecting this level for the longest time. And right now we are in April. As you can see on the 1 hour, price has been at this level just struggling, but eventually we saw the push to the downside, then back to that level, then the market just mm, came down and created the new low. Now we have created this after NFP, we have created a new lower high. So from now until, because we are about to enter the second week of April, I think we're just gonna see the market push to the downside. I do not like making predictions because it 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 gives you a biased mindset, and when you're trading with a biased mindset, you tend to make mistakes. You overlook some clues that will show you that, okay, the market is heading in a certain direction. So rather observe price than predict it, or try to mold it, because we do not, as retail traders, we do not move price is moved by big money. All right. I say big money because it's not clear who moves price, but it's definitely not retail traders. Because even if we were to come in our collectives, the millions of us, and try to trade Nasdaq and buy it, it's not gonna work, because the price that we are trading is derived. Anyway, I do not want to start a class here. I just wanted to review my trades, but go find out what are CFDs before you comment down below there. Just know that we do not move price. We just uh trade the the movement of price. We do not move the price. So as you can see, we've respected the strong resistance. So my prediction is that we have finally broken out of the 4 hour ascending channel. We are gonna see a push to the downside past the 17,666 level, and price may come to this level. This is uh the one that I'm looking at, 17,314, but we'll see in the next video, guys. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you took a few pointers here and there. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I would appreciate it if you engage with me. If you want to talk to me, just send me a WhatsApp or catch me on Instagram. Either way, let's make money, guys.